It is time for BTW, or BT Dubs, as we call it around the office
Some
here.
Some of us do.
I like BT Dubs.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go to a bunch of the stories that you might have missed during the week that we want to focus on, and our own Lisa Mateo is going to kick it off.
All right, I want to start with one of the
Do you say BT Dubs, by the way?
I say BT Dubs, I do. I know you're outnumbered. Sorry.
I just wanted to get that.
But just to the people at home, BTW Bloomberg this weekend.
Thank you.
Also, there you go. All right, let's start with one of the most read on the terminal from this week. This one's from Bloomberg, so it says Oaktree's Howard Marks says investors are underestimating AI. So basically, he's a co-founder, right? Oaktree Capital Management. He sat down with Lisa Abramowitz at the Capital Markets Industry Conference. So a few things he said, that the power that gives AI its importance also gives us this unpredictability. So you don't know what it will or won't do. So he was kind of touching upon that. But I want to point out this thing that he also said is that at last month's announcement of Jack Dorsey's block about cutting 4,000 jobs, because
cut a lot of jobs.
Yeah,
right.
That kind of stood out to him too, because the power that gives AI importance also gives it that unpredictability. So that's what kind of he's talking about there. But something he also said that really stuck out from this article was that investors are probably better off buying shares of AI-focused company rather than lending it money.
Interesting.
So that was like an interesting twist to what he was saying.
And that's really been the story here. The concern has been rising about that lending mechanism.
Circular
this
financing.
Kind of circular financing, everyone lending to one another. But I think obviously Howard Marks, eminent and wealthy investor, the latest in a line of folks who are kind of expressing concern about where all of this is headed and demanding at this point in time. They want to see something. They want to see some actual proof that this is leading to productivity gains.
There's also an argument that's gaining stock that a lot of these AI institutions or policies are coming from the top down, and they're not actually asking the people who do the work where AI could be helpful. So they're burning money, putting it in the wrong places where there are places really effective and places where it's cheaper and better to just keep your staff.
And worth paying attention to. We talk a lot about Iran. We have over the last few weeks, of course, and this widening war in the Middle East, but still this is very much front of mind for a lot of investors, the impact this is having and could have going forward.
Most definitely, most definitely. I want to turn to our next one. Okay, so this is from the Wall Street Journal. So let's get to this headline. It's one of the hottest tables in America, and it's a college dining hall. Okay, we're talking about, I don't know how your dining halls were in college.
Not good.
Quite good. I got to say mine was quite good.
That's it, really?
Yeah.
Okay. This is UMass Amherst. Okay, this is the one. Its dining halls have been ranked #1 for campus food in the country for 9 years, according to the Princeton Review. Serves about 30,000 students, but it's not just the students. The thing about this place that you're looking at is that it is open to the public too. So adults go there on like date nights, and people go there on the normal. They pay about $12.50 for breakfast.
Come on, guys.
Come on. The next time you're in the Pioneer
Amherst
Valley.
is a nice place.
The food there, I mean, they have, you know, so many different dining halls. They have different restaurants. You can get sushi. You can get any kind of bowl you want. You can get your pizza. You can get a Mediterranean station. And they change the menu all the time. And this is what people like about it. 30 cafes and markets, too, on top of it.
30 cafes.
I'm telling you, it is freshman 15. Can you not say? That's a lot of food.
All right, look, I don't want to be Debbie Downer, but maybe this is why college is getting incredibly expensive.
Maybe.
Well, their meal plan is about $3,600 for the semester.
All right,
to about $4,200.
I got nothing then. I got nothing.
So, just
your
goes
food
to show
wasn't
you.
good at college?
Well, now that we've said where I go to college, I realize I need to dial that back. It was fine. There was nothing wrong with it, but it certainly wasn't date night draw. It was serviceable.
You, as an alumna, wouldn't go back.
No, I would not. It would not be a destination trip to have the salad bar, which is pretty much where I lived.
Okay, have you guys taken a destination trip to the opera? Have you been to an opera?
Yes.
You have been to the opera?
Yes.
Wow.
Have you been to like a 5-hour opera? Close to?
No, I've done La Boheme at the Met here. I did go to a friend gave me tickets to a Wagner opera, and it was like 4 hours, and I did think I was going to scream inside my head in my very tight dress. Yes,
This is what it's about. Okay, so this is from the New York Times. Okay, the headline is Baby Carrots, Espresso Martinis, How New Yorkers Prepared for a 5-Hour Opera. Okay, so this is the Metropolitan Opera's new production. Excuse me if I pronounce this wrong. Tristan and Isolde.
Molto bene, Lisa. That was very good.
I hope I pronounce it right. But it's getting rave reviews, but it's just too long. Like, it's nearly 4 hours, 5 if you count the intermissions with it. So what people are doing is they're pre-gaming with energy drinks, with espresso. At intermission, they're downing espresso martinis. I mean, I think
espresso is traditional, given, you know, Italians and opera and...
True.
All right, you guys, you know why
it's a
some of these
long
operas are so
time.
long.
Why are they so long?
Okay, so back in Italy, when this is really popular, it costs more in Venice to heat one of those big palazzos for the night than it did to get box seats at the opera. So this is one of the things they did as aristocrats. They would just go to the opera every night, like we just like go watch TV, because it was less expensive and less boring in the winter to go see an opera than to heat your entire giant leaky mansion.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm not kidding.
Knowledge.
This is, you can look this up. City of Falling Angels is a great book about Venice. It talks about this.
And people are doing this.
People are doing it, and you know what it is that they have a special like under 40 night, so people under 40 get
Well,
discounted
I'll gladly avail
tickets.
myself of that, everyone watching the show.
Me
you
too.
go.
We
We
can
all
all do
will.
that.
We can all go. Sure.
I was eager to talk more about Timothy Chalamet in the context of this, as I'm sure you were as well.
Nailed
Given his
it,
recent
Chalamet.
comments,
Very
thank
good.
you. on
Given
the
that I still
opera.
can't say that name correctly, but I mean, are people going, Lisa? Like,
Yes,
is it
they're
getting
going.
people in the
Going,
door?
and that was packed. It was a Friday night, and there were a lot of younger people, and they're attracting this younger audience to the opera who are staying for 5 hours throughout the whole thing.
And evidently putting
I
baby
think that's-
carrots in their pockets.
Yes, the baby
I guess.
carrots and
That's
veggies
what
are
you do.
key. Yes,
All right, well,
to
crudité.
keep you through.
Crudité to go. Lisa,
Listen, I think that's great.